Hello, all. Welcome to the Danger Lounge and the La Dolce Vita Lifestyle Channel. Danger here, and we are going to discuss very quickly experiences. Let me ask you a question. It's going to be a very short video. Do you prefer experiences or materials? It is my philosophy, it's a La Dolce Vita philosophy, that given an option, let's say it's Christmas or a holiday, and you have the option to get a gift or be gifted an experience. Maybe it's a ball game, maybe it's a concert, maybe it's a travel, like a plane ticket somewhere, maybe it's a festival. Which gift do you prefer? That says a lot about your personality, but what's your preferences in life? What is your lifestyle like? The Dolce Vita lifestyle is about adventure, and it's about adding layers to oneself. And I always say the best way to learn is through experience. The best way to add layers to your life is through experiences, calculated risks, social experiments, if you will. And I always find the experiences can't be taken away from you. Material goods, sure they can. Lose all your money, lose all your material possessions. Ah, shit, now what? What are you going to do now? Fuck, you know? Are people that just accumulate a bunch of stuff all the time. Don't get me wrong, I accumulate plenty of things. Vinyl records, for one. But when it comes to materials, the things that you ultimately own, you'll find can control you, can prevent you from living your adventures, from reaching your full potential, from experiencing things you want to experience, whether it's a mortgage or a car payment or just having a bunch of stuff, having a bunch of pets you have to have looked after all the time. And the people that I find that accumulate so much stuff in their life, so much fancy things, that's great. It's wonderful, especially if you have a lot of money, that maybe you can do both. But given the choice of the two, which one do you choose? Do you choose living a life where you play full out, you experience a lot of things, meet a lot of interesting people, become your ultimate self, add a lot of layers, choose your own adventure? Or do you opt for a life that's very predictable, where there's not a lot of options because you have so many material goods? And again, it's not always one versus the other. Sometimes you can do both. And there's a balance to be had, certainly. But given the two, what type of person are you? Curious. Are you a La Dolce Vita practitioner, or are you someone who is, and I'm not judging, more of the chip eater variety, where it's more stamped out of a factory, paint by numbers sort of lifestyle, as opposed to living life as art, as we all often talk about here, an unprocessed, unfiltered lifestyle, as opposed to living through your phone or living through an app or living through social media, but real human connection. And you can't have that unless you're having experiences. So for me, of course, I like getting gifts of all kinds. Feel free to gift me material items, ladies and gentlemen. But I love experiences. And experiences don't have to cost a whole lot. And you learn. And as I have an experience video on here somewhere where I talk about just experiences. People who know, there's no replacement, no substitute for experience. If you have it, people know it. It's attractive. It's hot, especially as a man. And there's no substitute for that now. So what is it for you? Is it experiences that you like? Is it material items you like? I'm not here to sell you one or the other, maybe a little bit. But at least in my life, the people that I meet that have had a lot of experiences, aren't they a little more interesting, a lot more compelling to have a conversation with? Don't you feel like you're getting more out of a conversation with them because they have a little bit more wisdom to offer someone that is, just does the same thing every day, has the same life philosophies as everyone else? It's been stamped out of a factory like the chip eater sort of mentality I talk about, the paint by numbers lifestyle. And, great, they got a lot of stuff. Their 401k looks amazing. Wonderful. Okay. But are you compelled? Are they an interesting person to talk to? I don't know. Maybe they are. Again, there's a balance. If you're going to live a creative lifestyle, an unprocessed, unfiltered lifestyle, a bold, daring adventure of a life where you're painting a beautiful painting on a piece of canvas that is your life, and you're being as creative as possible, that involves taking calculated risks and choosing your own adventure. Because I've often found people that I've met, specifically men and women, 40s, 50s, 60s, they kind of look back and go like, I just wish I could escape this. If I could do it all over again, I would just give myself a small place. I would go travel. I would go experience a lot more, as opposed to having a bunch of stuff or remodeling your kitchen every 2 months or whatever the case may be, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Again, ideally, there's a balance. But given the choice of two, what is it for you? As always, be safe, not too safe, live dangerously. Until next time,